filled with acid, which he used to dissolve his victims' flesh, leaving only the skeletons he cherished. The evidence of his atrocities was everywhere. This small, unassuming apartment had become a private hell in the heart of Milwaukee. Dahmer's reign of terror ended not because of brilliant detective work, but by sheer chance. On the night of July 22, 1991, a 32-year-old man named Tracy Edwards managed to do what so many others could not. He escaped. After being lured to the apartment and handcuffed, Edwards fought back and fled into the street, flagging down a police car. He led the officers back to Dahmer's apartment. When they stepped inside and discovered the gruesome Polaroid photos and human remains, the full, horrifying picture became clear. The Milwaukee Cannibal was caught. During his interrogation, Dahmer was unnervingly calm and cooperative. Without a trace of emotion, he confessed to everything. He detailed 17 murders, recounting the events with a chilling, matter-of-fact tone. When asked why, his explanation was simple and terrifying. "I didn't want them to leave. I created these needs in me. I wanted to keep them with me, forever." It wasn't about hate. It was about a desperate, pathological loneliness that had curdled into an insatiable evil. In 1992, Jeffrey Dahmer stood trial. Despite an insanity defense, the jury found him sane and guilty. He was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms, a sentence totaling more than 900 years. He would spend the rest of his days behind bars, locked away from the world he had terrorized. But the walls of a prison couldn't protect him from the same kind of violence he had inflicted on others. On November 28, 1994, just 2 years into his sentence, Dahmer was attacked and beaten to death by a fellow inmate at the Columbia Correctional Institution. The man who had taken so many lives met his own violent end. For some, it was a form of justice served behind bars. His story, which began with a quiet boy's fascination with death, ended just as it had lived, in brutality and bloodshed. The case of Jeffrey Dahmer left an indelible scar on the American psyche. It forced law enforcement and the public to confront an uncomfortable truth: that true monsters do not always lurk in the shadows or fit a stereotypical profile. Sometimes they are the quiet neighbor, the polite coworker, the person you'd least expect. This was the story of the Milwaukee Cannibal, Jeffrey Dahmer, a man who showed the world that evil can wear the most ordinary of faces. Thank you for watching. If you found this documentary insightful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the dark truths of history. Stay curious and stay safe.